Hello everyone. In folk tradition, ginger and vinegar are both very familiar ingredients. Ginger is often used to warm the body, support digestion, and ease the feeling of coldness in the stomach. Vinegar, with its sour taste, is widely used in cooking and in a number of traditional health tips. When these two ingredients are combined, people call it vinegar pickled ginger. It is a small, simple dish, but it is believed to help warm the body, promote digestion, and nourish young energy, especially for men who tend to have a cold constitution, often feel tired, have poor digestion, or experience low sexual desire. According to traditional Chinese medicine, vinegar has a sour taste and is believed to enter the liver meridian. When the liver receives a sour flavor, it has an astringent effect, meaning it helps regulate, retain, and calm scattered energy within the body. Ginger, meanwhile, is warm in nature. It can warm the middle burner, promote the circulation of qi and blood, and help activate yang energy. Therefore, when ginger is soaked in vinegar, the two properties are thought to complement each other. Within the consolidating effect of vinegar, there is the activating effects of ginger. Together, they help regulate the body while supporting yang energy, making the body feel warmer and more alert. Making vinegar pickled ginger is quite simple. First, choose fresh ginger roots that are not bruised or damaged. Wash them thoroughly to remove any dirt, then let them dry completely. This step is important because if the ginger is still wet or if the utensils are not clean, the pickled ginger can spoil easily. Once the ginger is dry, slice it into moderately thin pieces. Do not cut the slices too thick, because thick slices will not absorb the vinegar well. They may taste too sharp and will also take longer to pickle. At the same time, the slices do not need to be so thin that they break apart. Just make sure they are even, easy to eat, and able to absorb the vinegar properly. Next, prepare a small bowl, a glass jar, or a clean container with a lid. Put all the sliced ginger inside, then pour in enough rice vinegar to fully cover the ginger. It is best to use rice vinegar with a mild aroma and a natural sour taste. Avoid vinegar that smells too strong or whose origin is unclear. After adding the vinegar, seal the container tightly and keep it in a clean, dry place. Usually, after about 3 days, it can be eaten. By then, the ginger slices will have become less sharply spicy, absorb the light sourness of the vinegar, and become easier to eat. The most common way to use it is to eat it after breakfast, about 1 to 3 slices each time. Why is it recommended in the morning? According to traditional belief, the period from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. is when the stomach meridian is most active. This is also the time when the body begins digesting the first meal of the day and needs to be gently awakened. Eating a few slices of vinegar pickled ginger after breakfast may help warm the stomach, support digestion, and help yang energy rise. For beginners, it is best to start with just 1 slice to see how the body responds. Once you are used to the taste and do not feel any discomfort, you can increase it to 2 or 3 slices. The important thing is not to eat too much. Ginger is warm in nature and vinegar is sour. If consumed excessively, they may cause stomach discomfort, internal heat, irritation of the stomach, or a general feeling of unease. This is something suitable for long-term use in small amounts, not something where more is always better. If eating it on its own after breakfast feels a little uncomfortable, you can have it together with food, such as porridge, rice, bread, or a light breakfast dish. This helps soften the taste of the ginger and make it easier for the stomach to accept. Generally speaking, it is not recommended to eat vinegar pickled ginger at noon or in the evening, especially at night. The reason is that ginger has a warming and stimulating effect. If eaten too late, it may make some people feel hot, have trouble sleeping, or feel bloated. People who already have a heat-prone constitution often get acne, have dry mouth, constipation, or are easily irritated should also avoid eating too much. Those with stomach pain, acid reflux, gastric ulcers, or excess stomach acid need to be even more cautious. The original article also emphasized that people with too much stomach acid should not use this method. For men, vinegar pickled ginger is often promoted as something that helps make young energy abundant. A reasonable way to understand this is that it may help warm the body, improve digestion, and create a stronger, more refreshed feeling in the morning. When the digestive system is working well, the body absorbs nutrients better, qi and blood circulate more smoothly, and a person often feels more energetic. In particular, sexual desire in men may show signs of becoming stronger. However, it should not be understood that vinegar pickled ginger can replace medical treatment for sexual weakness, erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, or reduced libido. If sexual health problems persist and clearly affect married life or intimate relationships, men should still see a doctor to find the specific cause. Besides vinegar pickled ginger, there is another traditional tip that uses vinegar and ginger for foot soaking. This is said to help improve fungal foot problems, which are often described in folk language as smelly feet or water-eaten feet. This is quite common problem, usually caused by skin, fungi, yeast, or microorganisms growing around the feet, especially when the feet are often damp, kept in tight shoes, sweat a lot, or are not cleaned properly. People with fungal foot problems may experience itching, peeling skin, cracked skin between the toes, an unpleasant odor, or a burning sensation. According to traditional belief, vinegar has a sour taste and may have a mild antibacterial effect. It can also help tighten the skin and reduce itching. Ginger, meanwhile, is warm in nature and has a gentle fragrance that may help reduce odor. For this reason, some people use diluted vinegar water to soak their feet. The method mentioned in the original article is to pour about 2 liters of boiling water into a basin, wait until the water cools to a tolerable temperature, then add about 400 milliliters of vinegar and a few slices of ginger. Soak the feet for about half an hour to 1 hour once a day. In general, vinegar and ginger are ingredients that can be used in many ways in daily life, from cooking and cleaning to skincare and certain folk remedies for improving young energy. When used by the right person, at the right time, and in the right amount, they may become a small daily aid for health. For men, a few slices of vinegar pickled ginger after breakfast may help warm the stomach, stimulate digestion, create a sense of alertness, and support the nourishment of young energy according to traditional belief. Even so, the most important thing is to understand it correctly and use it properly. It should not be exaggerated or treated like a miracle remedy. Good health depends on many factors: a balanced diet, enough sleep, regular exercise, a relaxed mind, and timely medical care when abnormal signs appear. Ginger and vinegar can be small helpers in everyday life, but lasting health always comes from caring for the body in a scientific, consistent way that suits each person's constitution. Thank you for watching. I'm Dr. Mia, a specialist from LoveWell, and this concludes today's sharing. Goodbye, and see you again.